No. No. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I just had to say something about damageless negotiations. I just had to say something. Alrighty. That's a 109. Holy crap. That was good. I'm surprised it's not gold, honestly. Nice. That was good diner movement. I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't gold. Or I wouldn't be surprised if it was. I would be surprised if it wasn't, is what I meant to say. But I don't know how to speak. Oh shoot, how long ago was that? Mark Chalk, thank you for the good luck on the runs, man. I did not see that at all. That's my bad. Oof. I didn't have my chat up. Why are you not forcing? Yeah, I'm losing time. I'm losing time in this split. Ripperino. I tried. Still saved a little bit of time though, surprisingly. Alrighty. I didn't get the bridge force. Got the stairs though. Can you die? God. How am I gonna miss hits on Grievous that aren't even the last hit? This is trash. I'm losing time. Somehow I'm losing time. So dumb. It's gamer time. Here goes nothing. That loses like 15 seconds. I'm saving no time with this now, even if I get up. Oh, I'm still saving time. Oh, it's gamer time. Let's go. I'm still saving about 10 seconds over a 209 button press. Probably more. So I've got to remember not to do that. Okay. Actually, it'd probably be faster to... Maybe not. I don't know. I'm trying to think how I'm going to handle that in the future. Oh, you're kidding me. Come on. That was very close to me popping out. No. Depending on how this room plays out. Oh, well, that's not good. That is not a good way for this last room to play out. Shoot. Thanks for the host, Red. Sorry I didn't catch it earlier. I was kind of... Oh, please. I think I got it. Am I saving time? No! Okay, I'm saving time. I'm not getting a gold. Are you kidding me? I don't know. I kind of almost want to just reset now. Because that was going to be it. I can turn the metronome off now. That was going to be it. I got the first Yoda fly super quick, super fast, super good, and then I messed up the second one twice, I think. Like, it's a miracle that I saved any time at all, honestly. Ooh, Lego Marvel Superheroes. I haven't played that yet at all. I haven't played a lot of new Lego games. I need to get Lego The Incredibles. I'll probably pick that up for my Switch. But what do you mean, supersonic? If you're talking about the out of bounds stuff, there's a ton of it in the speedrun for this game, so there are a ton of ways to get out of bounds in this game, and we use a lot of them in any percent. TCS, a lot of the tricks that we do in this game don't work in TCS because TCS handles... The way we get out of bounds a lot in this game is to push an AI character behind a load zone and then switch to them. But in TCS, they have walls behind all the load zones, so you can't really do that. There is a new way of getting out of bounds in TCS that was just found last night, I think. But it's a lot harder to do than what we do in this game. Yeah, TCS any percent for episode 1, 2, and 3 is basically glitchless for this game, because most of the tricks we do have been patched in TCS. Nice. That was a good fight. Should be saving quite a bit of time over PB, actually. Nice. This level right here has quite a few of the out of bounds that we do, so I can kind of explain it better in this level because it's also very easy to see what I'm doing when I do the out of bounds in this level. So in about a minute or so when I get to that, I'll kind of talk my way through it. This game is pretty great, honestly. It's great. Very broken. I love it. So in this next room, not this room that I'm just going into, but in the next room will be the first, we call them transition skips, so that'll be the first transition skip in the level. And the reason we call them transition skip is because you get past the transition point, or the load zone. So basically, if you push a computer character behind the load zone and then swap to them, you can get out of bounds. And then, so like right here specifically, we use that so that we don't have to unlock this gate. We can just go straight in.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the follow, Supersonic. And then right there. And then we do another one right here. And this skips the, like right to my right here, that room. Normally you would have to go in there, fight Django, come back out here, fight Django, and then come in here. But you can just skip straight here and go outside by doing that out of bounds. I'm not sure if bomb jumps are patched in TCS or not. Basically the hitbox for the bombs only extends out to the railing, so if you're outside the railing when the bombs blow up, you don't die. So basically what I'm doing there is just jumping slightly outside of where the railings are to avoid the bombs going off. And it saves about a couple seconds for each bomb that you avoid like that. And then up here is the last, this is the last out of bounds that we do in this level. And this one's a little bit different. So the way that the game knows where to respawn you is basically the last piece of solid ground that you touched. And so you force that up a little bit so that the last piece of ground you stand on is under where those bricks pile up. And then when they pile up and you respawn like on the floor, but the bricks are, you're inside the bricks, and so it's basically treats you the same way as being out of bounds, and as long as you don't move, you just fall down and you can hit the load zone for the door. Yeah, the reason that you'll see characters upside down above the ground when that happens, I'm actually under the ground, but because of the way that the reflections are coded for this game, basically it just takes whatever's on one side of the floor and copies that and puts it on the other side of the floor, because the floors are actually semi-transparent, and so when you're under the floor, it actually reflects you under the floor, up above the floor. And so that's why you'll see characters upside down walking above the ground when in actuality I'm under the ground. Nice. Gold Camino. Poggers. Nice. Okay. Now it's time for the drink break, because this cutscene is over a minute long. I actually can't believe I just got a gold there. I thought my gold was already pretty good. How much time do I have to save in this level? 4? Yeah. I'm probably going to lose some time in this level, but that's okay. There's not much in the way of glitches in this level, but there is one that's pretty funny. And I'll point that out too on it. English is hard. I'll point that out once I get to it, is what I was trying to say. Oops, I messed up the movement there a little bit. Okay, so right at the end of this, normally you would pull down one of these fans with the force to get up here. But for some reason that wall doesn't have any collision at all, and you can just jump straight through it. Hello? Okay. Yeah, this droid factory is kind of bad, but that's okay. I try. Ooh, come on. Okay. Thank you. God, I was hoping I'd get a heart there. I really hope I hit that. I really hope I hit that. Okay, good. I got it. Basically, what I was shooting at there was these pieces that I just forced are up in the shape of a tower up on that ledge above me. And so you want to try to shoot those before going over there, because the AI doesn't like to follow you. Since the Genosians are all there, they want to attack the Genosians instead. Yeah, I'm losing quite a bit of time here. Probably about 3 seconds. 2. No, 3. Yeah. Oh, crap. I'm not saving any time here. I'm definitely losing time here. Jedi battle is very difficult. Despite my split name, it actually is not RNG. It's pretty consistent. The problem is that it's difficult to do consistently. So I wouldn't be surprised if I lose 5-10 seconds in this split, honestly, because this level is very difficult to do well. Although that went pretty well, and I actually have full health coming out of that, so that's going to make this next phase easier. I did get sniped there, though. Getting hit and dying actually is kind of beneficial during this part, because basically as soon as you respawn, all of the enemies shoot at you all at the same time. And so that makes it so that you can just mash B and deflect all of their shots back at them as soon as you respawn. So every once in a while, especially right at the beginning of a phase, it is sometimes helpful to die. For this part, we want Padme because she's got a gun. So this is the part that people like to call RNG. It's not RNG. Where these droids spawn is very consistent. For example, this one always spawns right there. And then you basically just walk to the right and pick them off as you see them. So like, there's one there, there's going to be one there, and then 2 up here. 1, 2. And the last one is over here to the right. And then you walk to the left, and over here to the left, first you're going to get a blue guy. He's going to be over here to your left. Right there. And then as you move to the right, you're going to find a group of 3 or 4, and then directly behind you will be whoever the last guy is. So it's actually very consistent, but a lot of people like to call it RNG just because they don't know where they spawn, and if your search pattern is different, that lets them move in different ways. Where they spawn is consistent. Where they move to over the course of the level does differ a little bit, but as long as your search pattern is consistent, it's usually very easy to find all of them in a timely manner. I might actually be saving time here. I'm actually saving time. What is this? How did I save time there? That's insane. This level I like to call the future repetitive stress injury, because basically this level is just mashing as fast as possible, which does quite a number on your wrist. I'm not going to get record this run, but I appreciate the offer. It's definitely some incentive, but I won't be getting record. You don't need to worry about that. Oof. If I was this far ahead of my last PB, I would say that it's possible, because my last PB, my first 2 episodes were very good, and then episode 1 was very bad. But now, it's kind of reversed. So, it's possible, but I just highly doubt that it'll happen. And this is why I call it the repetitive stress injury waiting to happen, because you have to mash as fast as humanly possible to take these out. This is actually going to be a 21, which is pretty good. I think it's gonna, no, it's gonna be 20. Shoot. There I go, running my big mouth. Oh, okay, here we go. It's time for Dooku. Dooku is a little bit of a weird level. Just one of the strats that we do is hyper weird. Most people don't switch to Anakin there, but I do, just because it saves about half a second because you don't have to walk as far. But the weird strat comes up in this room. This is GameCube exclusive, but you don't have to climb up to the levers in this room. You can just stand under them, and you can actually force them if you do this. And, okay, that's weird. Normally you have to unplug the Player 2 controller to drop them out. But for some reason this time, actually, Player 1 dropped themselves out. And so now I'm playing as Player 2. And I'm actually a little bit concerned, because that might mess up how I go about playing the next phase of this fight. Might affect it a little bit. I did get 2 barrels though, which is good. Basically, he can either throw things off the wall, or he can throw the barrels that are behind him, and throwing the barrel saves about a second over throwing the thing on the wall. And I think that where you're standing on the floor actually influences where he... Trying to think of how to use English. Where you're standing on the floor, I'm pretty sure influences what he throws at you, is how to say that. But it's difficult to stand exactly where you need to be standing. And right here, okay, I was afraid of that. The AI, if you're not fast enough at forcing his lightning back at him, the AI will also try to force his lightning back at him and do that. Basically, if both of the characters try to force the lightning at the same time, it freezes it. but right there, we're gonna reset. And the reason for that is that the cutscene that plays at the end of the level is longer than the reset sequence. So as long as you save, it counts as having completed that level. Happy New Year. It is not actually the New Year for me yet. It will not be for about 2 hours. Ooh, I forgot I got a gold in this split on my PB, so I'm going to be losing time here almost certainly. Unless I do some really nutty stuff. I'm going to have to play really nutty to save time here. I'm probably just gonna lose time, which is fine, but okay. And then pod racing is good. Feed, I've got a lot of time to save. I've got tons of time to save in Mall. I've got 17 seconds to save in Mall, which is insane because Mall is a pretty easy level normally. I just did some really dumb stuff in my PB. And it is worth noting that Jar Jar is the fastest character in this level, and so most of the time when I'm doing movement stuff, I'm going to be doing it with Jar Jar. Unfortunately, I died there, which means I am going to end up losing time compared to PB, because I didn't die at all in PB, which is why I managed to gold. Although that Jar Jar push was really good, so maybe that can offset it. As long as I don't die in this room, it's a toss-up. Oh, that was close. I think I'm going to lose about a second, probably. Which is fine, because I don't, I'm not expecting to save time compared to my gold. But I don't know. This could be a new gold, maybe, because the Jar Jar push was really good. We'll have to see. If not, it's going to be probably under a second and a half that I lose. So I'm not concerned, really. Okay, not a gold, but less than half a second that I lost, so... Unfortunately, just about everything other than Mall is super good. Crap. I'm not going to get record. I'm almost certain of that, but I am going to knock probably close to 20 to 25 seconds off my PB, I think. It really depends on Feed. Feed is probably the hardest level in the game. And I have 10 seconds that I can possibly make up there. And if I do end up saving 10 seconds in Feed, I probably could get record. The problem is that it's literally like the hardest level in the game. So I'm probably not even going to save any time at all in it, unfortunately. We'll have to see, obviously. Because it's definitely possible at this point. But really, I'd be happy regardless. Even if I PB by just a couple seconds, I'd be pretty stoked. You know? Okay, that was good. I think I might save a second or two in this level even.
Roger, roger.
Maybe. The next level is pod racing, and that's basically a freebie. It's pretty hard to lose any time or save any time in that level at all. I did save time, holy cow. Pod racing is very easy. So I don't expect to save. I might lose like a quarter or a half of a second, but really that doesn't matter at all. It's pretty much an auto-scroller, but it is a racer, so depending on how tight you take the corners, you can change how fast you're actually completing each room. Run like I've never run before. I feel like that'd be bad. I should actually run like I've run a lot. Because people who have never run before are generally pretty bad at running. No, but I understand the sentiment and I appreciate it. I'm actually very surprised that this run has gotten as far as it has. This is nutso. And just by the way, I can see that you're putting things in the chat, but pretty much for this level I'm not going to be able to read the chat, just because I do have to concentrate on taking these corners as tightly as possible, because that is the only way to save time in this level. I don't mean to sound like rude or anything, like I don't have time to look at chat, but it's just not really possible in this level. Okay, I did take damage there. One of the only problems with this level as far as speedrunning it is, if you take damage, pretty much you have that damage for the rest of the level. And the reason for that is you can hit these, and I'm actually going to hit a couple. Okay, and I did get a heart. But if you hit a bunch of those, it does slow you down. And so you really want to try not to hit as many of those as possible. Obviously, unfortunately, that means if you take any damage, you're basically stuck with that amount of damage. But it's kind of just a trade-off. If you have less than 2 hearts, like if you have 1 or 2 hearts going into the last room on the last lap, That's very risky, and it's very easy to die. And crap. I ended up hitting some things there. Yeah, so this room, every lap that you go through this room, the number of bombs goes up. And so on the very last lap, it's very difficult to reach the finish line without hitting a bomb or two. So you really do want to try your best not to hit anything during the rest of the level. Because if you die in that room, it loses like 20 seconds, I think. And I unfortunately didn't get a heart there. I was kind of hoping I would, because you basically have to hit those fence post type things there. But I'm not going to freak out about it. I'm not going to go out of my way to hit things, because not only does hitting them slow you down, but taking non-optimal paths to hit them also slows you down. And what I mean by that is, if I were to want to go hit some of those things, I would have to take some corners not as tight in order to swing wide enough to hit them, and that's just not really a great idea. Okay, unfortunately there I did actually swing too wide, and I still didn't get a heart, which kind of sucks. Okay, last room, last lap. I've got 3 hearts, I'm really not worried. If I had 1 heart, I would be very worried. If I had 2 hearts, I'd be a little bit worried. I kind of hyped it up a little bit too much. It's not super difficult to get through this without hitting a bomb, but sometimes it's just not really avoidable. Which is why you always want to have at least 2 hearts. But I did manage to get through there without hitting a bomb, and it really didn't matter because I had 3 hearts and there was no way I was going to hit 3 bombs. But let's go. Okay, I did lose, what, like 0.3, wait, yeah, like 0.3 seconds, but that's not a big deal. This is the big one. This is the one that really matters, because this is the, here, I'm gonna reload my face cam because it's lagging a little bit, but this is the most difficult level in the run, and yeah, it sucks. It's very hard to do it perfectly. My gold is about 10 seconds faster, 11 seconds faster than what I did last time in my last run. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes. I don't expect to save anywhere near as much time as I would like to here. Ideally, I would save like 8 or 9 seconds, but really I don't even expect to save any time at all, honestly. I'd be pretty happy with even a second or 2 of time save here. Okay. No. Okay. Well, GG. So basically, right there, the goal is to kill both of the droidicas before they can put up their shields. But I messed that up. One of my shot inputs got dropped, I guess. And so I only hit the back one twice instead of 3 times. And that probably lost me about 10 seconds. Which means that world record basically is dead, unfortunately, at this point. Okay, I'm very surprised. I thought I had popped back in bounds there, but I didn't. And actually, that was a pretty good feed skip one. It just sucks that I had messed up the droidicas before that. So yeah, record is basically dead now. I should still be able to get a hell of a PB. But I'm not going to get record, unfortunately. It would take multiple miracles for that to happen. Happy New Year, Blazro. Great time for you to pop in. I just messed up getting world record. It might be barely possible, but I very much doubt it. At this point, it's basically dead. And, I mean, I'm not completely tore up about that, because like I said, I would have just been happy with even a 3-second PB. But it does hurt a little bit. Oh, and I'm gonna mess that up now. Great. That sucks. I did get the jump, though, which is kind of bittersweet. Normally that jump is pretty difficult to pull off correctly. I did manage to pull it off there, but it really doesn't matter because I'm not gonna get record. It does help my PB a lot, though, because messing that jump up loses about 10 seconds because the backup is pretty trash. There's not really much of a backup for that trick. So we're gonna see how much time I'm losing in this level. Honestly, I might not even lose time compared to record or my PB, but I don't think I'm gonna save enough to be able to get record. It looks like I will save about a second or two, though. About a second. Oh, not even. Like 0. That sucks. Crap. That's fine, though. It kind of takes the pressure off of me a little bit. It's going to make it easier for me to do well in this mall. Just because I'm not competing against world record anymore. So hopefully that'll help my mental state just a little bit. But unfortunately, it really is not possible to beat record at this point. I'm pretty sure my gold is the best that anyone's ever done mall. I don't think anyone has a faster mall gold than me, and I would have to set a new gold by like 3 seconds in order to get record. So, actually, I really don't want to think about it, but theoretically, it is actually possible for me to get record. It would be very difficult, but if I don't die at all in this next room, that might save just enough time that it's possible for me to tie. Maybe.
I really don't want to think about that, though, because it's really not going to happen, and that'll just psych me up more. But I'm pretty sure it is theoretically possible for me to still get record. It doesn't matter then. No, it's not even. Because I have 3 hearts. If I had 4 hearts, it would maybe be possible, barely. But with 3 hearts, it's basically impossible. Because there's so many droids in this room. Like there, I already took a heart of damage. There, I already took 1. I'm not sure why I'm jumping, because, yeah, I'll just take the death. Just take it. Basically, if you jump, you actually lose more time than if you don't jump when you die. And the reason for that, I talked a little bit about it in Camino. The way that the game knows where to respawn you is just the last piece of ground that your feet touched. And so... Oh, yikes. Don't kill me. Nice. Okay, those were good droidicas. Basically, if you're in the air, you're not touching the ground, obviously. And so that means that it takes, like, the last point that you were touching the ground is farther back than it would have been if you were just walking normally. So if you're in the air, it can actually lose you 4 seconds when you die instead of 2, which would be what it would be if you're on the ground. Crap. Let's see. A 30 start time gives me a 54, so what gives me a 19? It's not happening. No. Definitely not happening. And timing ends as soon as the last hit on Darth Maul happens. And so that'll be coming up fairly soon. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. I did gold Maul. 101.21. Just 2 seconds short of world record. Two seconds. That's insane. I don't even really have words, because like not even 2 hours ago I wouldn't have even thought I'd be able to get lower than a 102.00. And now I'm within 2 seconds of record. Oh man. Oh, thanks for the bit, Supersonic. I really appreciate that. Oh man, I gotta put this in the Discord now and dab on the soy boy. I cannot believe it. And it really sucks too. Like, that could have been record so easily. Literally any of the mess ups that I would have made over the course of that run, any of them at all, would have made that a record if I would have not messed it up. But holy crap. I have time for another run. Should I go for it? I want to go for it. Hold on. I gotta flex on some people first, though. Holy crap. I cannot believe how close that was. Oh my god. This run, as a whole, was it was incredibly good. Like, I'm just gonna go over literally everything crazy that happened. So, first off, saved like 4.5 seconds in Kashyyyk doing the double Yoda fly, which is hyper hard to do. After that ruin, I saved 6 seconds, and I'm not sure how, but really that's not too nutty. Vader saving 7 seconds is pretty big. Camino, Golden Camino is insane. I haven't changed my Camino gold in probably close to half a year. So that's nuts. Jedi Battle, saving a second in Jedi Battle is huge, because I would have been happy like losing 5 seconds in Jedi Battle, because my previous PB's Jedi Battle was so insanely good. So that's nuts. Saving another like a little bit over a half a second in Escape from Naboo, that's pretty big, because that level's super easy, and so it's weird that I didn't get that in my last run. Oh, so the reason that I lose a ton of time to record in Kashyyyk is because, here, hold on. First I'm gonna do some celebration with the Gungans. Let's go. That is a hella good run, and I'm probably not going to touch that for months. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't touch that time for months. That's freaking insane. Holy crap. Okay, so back to why I lose so much time compared to world record in Kashyyyk. I'll show you that right now. Here, let me just add... Here, let me add a display capture. Monitor 1. Yeah, and we'll just put that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so basically, the reason that I lose so much time is because right in Kashyyyk, right here, this trick that Doughboy does is absolutely insane. Here, I'll show you. Here. Right here, he does this insane Yoda fly up the tree. And by doing this, he's able to skip the cutscene. So basically over here to the right where he's going to go, over here, if he were to land on the floor here, it would trigger a cutscene that plays for about 20 to 30 seconds, and then he would have to kill all the clones and then force the bridge down. And then he would have to do this nutty fly, which allows him to skip collecting or freeing the Wookiees. And then after he frees the Wookiees, then he would have to hit the buttons to get the bridge down, the next bridge. And I actually did successfully do this trick in this run, but the problem is that I did it really badly and slowly, and so I lost like 32 seconds. Which is still pretty good, because if I hadn't done the trick, I would have lost like over 40. But basically, that trick right there that he does is basically the entire reason that his run is competitive at all, compared to mine. I mean, if he didn't have that giant gap there, I would have bopped him by like over half a minute. But because he does that trick so incredibly well, I can't touch him. I came close there, but I can't touch him. It's insane. Holy crap. 101.21. I can't believe it. Okay, time for another run.